Fastest growing news in Atlanta.
A 74-year-old family practice physician has become one of the latest victims of COVID-19. Dr. John Marshall, who practiced for more than 3 decades, is believed to have contracted the virus from a patient.
This man was a pillar in his community. Our Bobeth Yates has details on who he was and how his death highlights the danger for those on the front lines of this virus.
Well, I spoke to several people about Dr. John Marshall, and all of them said the same thing, that he was a fighter for human and civil rights till the very end, and he will be missed.
Simply put, Doc was a great man.
Reverend Mathis Wright, president of the Americas chapter of the NAACP, says he worked alongside Dr. Marshall for more than a decade, and the two became great friends and spoke almost every day.
He says, but based on what I'm feeling, I know my test positive, he says, because my upper back and lower back has never hurt so bad. He says a pain I've never experienced before.
Marshall was right. He tested positive for the coronavirus. He was exposed after interacting with patients who had the virus. But Marshall didn't just examine one of the patients. He also helped him to his car because he was too weak and struggling to walk.
Even if he had known in advance that they had it, it wouldn't have stopped him from doing what he did. He still would have seen them. He still would have did everything that he could.
Marshall's death highlights the danger those in the medical profession face as they battle COVID-19. But the Air Force veteran and former president of the NAACP chapter in Americas is just one of about 100,000 U.S. healthcare workers who contracted the virus. And Marshall is the second physician death in the state. We reached out to the Department of Health and Emory for comment, but they were unavailable. As for Marshall, he was still given advice while ill.
The mask is very important, and that was one of the last things he said to me. He says, when you go out, you make sure you don't take any unnecessary chances.
You can go to the CBS 46 News app for more information on Dr. John Marshall's funeral arrangements. Bobeth Yates, CBS 46 News.